Hello and welcome to Project Hero, a place where people with superpowers from all over get to compete and show who is the greatest. My name is Power Dealer, and joining me today is the S Plus class hero and Season 4 winner, Mr. M. How are you doing today, Mr. M?
Oh, doing A-okay. Glad to be here, Lovely weather we're having. I lied.
Today, we'll be looking over the UTF match of the Arms of Tomorrow.
Which just happens to be my team.
So you're the leader of the Arms of Tomorrow, if I'm correct.
I am.
How confident are you in their ability to take this home and win it all?
Oh, it's more of a hopeful optimism type of thing, I'm proud of these guys, The most important thing about the UTF is teamwork, and Bastion, Bright Chaos, Cold Rain, these guys, have known each other for a long while.
And with that, let's get right into it. It's time for the Arms of Tomorrow to show us what they're made of and win this UTF match. Let's get started.
Go Team Arms!
This is going to be the third match of UTF. The Arms of Tomorrow. Representing the Arms of Tomorrow will be Bright Chaos, Bastion, and Cold Rain. Echo, which force are you representing?
Infinity Inc., baby.
Now, losing someone does not mean that it is the end. All that means is that you just have to keep on going, and UTF is all about showing us who is a true hero. And so, with that, let us move on to the objective. The objective. There is an artifact somewhere within this dungeon. You guys are at this kind of stairway down. It's kind of a little weird cavey thing. Get the artifact and get out.
I made a conspiracy board for this match. We have spent a egregious amount of time planning all the possibilities, all the possible interferences, all the possible objectives, power synergies, and I think it'll pay off.
We're doing this Indiana Jones style, aren't we?
Can I wear a hat?
Sure.
Alrighty, that's all I need.
Gemini, your job is to work as closely as you can with the Arms of Tomorrow and help them complete their goal. It's time for everyone here to show us what you're made of and win this match.
Do you copy gear?
Yep.
I'd love a second Bastion.
I think I should stay in the back because I want to bring my post umbrella, and that can act as a good defense for our back, and I also have sight of everybody.
So everyone goes downwards, down these staircases. You're noticing that it's, the staircase goes on for a while.
Gemini clone releasing an aura.
Or sorry,
No.
Gemini's
Bastion.
clone of Bastion.
Bastion.
Oh, this is gonna get real fun real quick.
Bastion's clone kind of open up, and this blue misty stuff comes out.
That's decided now.
Eventually you see it flattens out, and now there are a couple of dim lights scattered throughout.
Would it be possible for me to essentially act as a massive flashlight with trying to minimize the damage I could be doing to the surrounding area and just be like a massive flashlight for everyone?
Okay.
Oh, great.
And real quick, would love to just, hey, Cold Rain, can I get a single 3-foot, wide piece of hail? Can I get a bowling ball, please? I'd like to just go bowling. If there's no pressure plates, then we'll figure out the rest of the traps later. I'd like to move Bright Chaos to the front and limit the opening on the Bastion clone to just so that the aura reaches Bright Chaos, and then I will do the same. So standing on the other side, make it so my aura just reaches Bright Chaos.
Now you guys see you're face to face with 3-foot tall rock golems.
Right, I'd like to make a request of you.
Yeah.
Just melt them down.
Cool. As they're approaching, kind of like shuffle everyone out of the way. With Bastion's buff scope at full blast, I'm going to essentially send Funny called an orbital laser, probably not that quite level of power, but just full blast down the hallway to try and get rid of these rock golems.
I clone Bright.
There are 2 Brights that are just drilling through the rock one.
I'd like to add something real fast. Wanna get any, what would you guys think if I put a cloud in this hallway to act as the hail would be like marbles, kind of, to slow them down? Since they're trying to kind of jog at us, it would at least act as a hindrance.
I'm gonna be honest, you scare me, Cold Rain.
So moving about this maze, occasionally using probably Bright Chaos's beam to light up the full hallway to be able to see if it's a dead end before, spending however long walking all the way down to find out. Collecting hail, sometimes turning the pieces of hail into orbs using my aura, like the larger ones.
One big staircase leading upwards, kind of like a pyramid style, to a 20-foot glowing cylinder.
Sneaky plan here. Bit of a sneaky plan here. If Cold could turn Bastion to light, or the Bastion clone to light, would I be able to reach the cylinder?
As you do, the cylinder starts to glow, and you all feel a deep rumbling. The whole area starts to shake and tremor. As this starts to shake and tremor, you see the cylinder shoot up from the ground. You guys are standing face to face with one giant metal golem wearing this 20-foot cylinder as an arm bracer.
Okay, so can we just clone Cold Rain and leave?
We need the item.
We need the item, and he's not going to be able to get it back on his own!
Oh.
To try and avoid the attack, have Cold Rain turn all of us into light. There are no clones summoned in this moment. Turn us all to light to avoid the attack being dealt.
Scattering, gonna get behind the big golem thing. Any smaller golems in the room around me, gonna be turning into orbs using my aura as I am moving, grabbing up a couple of them as I go, and whenever I get behind it, if feasible, to climb up the creature, take my hand with the exosuit and just punch into it as I climb upwards.
With that, I'm going to try and nuke down as many of the small rock golems just to get rid of all the cannon fodder as fast as possible with that. Once I see myself in a semi-safe position, how long would it take for me to try and melt through the goofy thing's arm to get to the cylinder?
After I am out of this, I am going to stick around Bright Chaos and act as a sort of shield for her to cover her flank with my post umbrella then. And if this, I'm paying attention mainly to the big golem, and anytime it tries to attack us, or anytime I see it start to look at us, I put us both in the light and I move to a new position.
Potentially, could I use my clones with my hooks to kind of help propel us over these swipes? Kind of like hook and hook kind of thing, sling one of us over to minimalize casualties there. I'm gonna call out Cold Ray and use the hail.
Okay, so then just scoot everyone out of the room and then nuke the room with hail.
Would it be possible for you to clone Cold Rain? And so now we have 2 post umbrellas. You turn Bastion into light and put both of the post umbrellas beside each other. One with Bright Chaos, and then one with Bastion. Acting as a
Gemini clone. Yeah,
Okay.
Gemini clone in there as well. Original Gemini is not really worried about your hail, so you could rain hailfire, and I could just be sending out Gemini clones beating this thing outside your hailstorm.
Alright, so is that cool with everybody?
Okay, that's
Yeah.
all good.
eventually, one piece of ice would just slice through this thing's arm eventually, or its chest, or something. Either way, this big thing falls down to the ground.
Bastion orb the cylinder.
Is that possible?
Is that possible?
The moment your spirit thingy or whichever thingy touches this thing, it starts to glow again, and you notice it starts to shrink and shrink and shrink and shrink until eventually it's like a foot big. Thing floats straight over to Gemini. Gemini, you have the cylinder as a bracer on you.
Ooh, shiny.
The moment you have it on, all your clones retract.
Cold Rain, turn Gemini to light with the bracer on. Is that possible?
No.
Fuck.
Ooh.
Yeah, we're all running down the hallway.
Oh, through the maze.
Well-
How are we going to get through the maze?
Well, yes. You guys notice that his hand is just kind of sticking out of the floor, though.
He's using a thumbs up as he's just gliding through the ground.
Everyone makes it out. Except Gemini.
Except Gemini, why?
Okay.
You guys notice that the moment everyone makes it past the threshold, Gemini gets stuck on something. Something you guys can't see. Let's say it's on your right hand. It's trying to rotate to the left to get out, but doing so is compressing you against whatever is stopping you.
I grab
I'd like to assist cutting off the hand.
If you move it backwards, if you do something like that, you're releasing a lot of built-up pressure on the cylinder. You feel like this is gonna shatter it.
If I cut off my hand,
Yes.
what if I just cut off my arm?
It's the same thing.
What if it's not shoulder?
What if I cut off my head?
If
So
you,
if
if you sever what is close, it releases a bunch of pressure. You know this, Gemini.
Oh god, why?
Okay.
That'll break it. We're not breaking the
was that
We
artifact.
can't break it.
All right,
No,
cutting
that was
off,
after.
Cutting off Gemini's arm.
That was after.
Gemini is stuck on the other side. You see as the floor completely gives way from where he is, and he collapses straight down, falling super far in as the ceiling collapses on top. The artifact has been retrieved. There were a whole lot of close calls there, especially with the Bastion buffs going all around place and Cold Rain nuking things. How do you feel that went?
Well, I think the overall pretty good. God rest Gemini's soul. He'll be missed. Noble sacrifice.
Only time will tell. And remember, keep an eye on who you think the winner of UTF will be.
Vote Team Arms.